you know. But what we don't talk about is, you know, Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. Steroids, steroids, steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. And he was what he could have been not clean in a lot of fights.
You think he was clean the night he fought?
I'm saying I don't know.
Till this day, he came out stating Canelo is on steroids. I know this because I'm on steroids.
What happens when boxing's biggest moneymaker calls out the sport's current superstar on live television? Not whispers, not vague shots on Instagram, straight up exposure in front of millions. Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the man who built his empire on perfection and control, has just lit the fuse on Canelo Alvarez's legacy, and he didn't do it behind closed doors. He did it where everybody could see on live television. This isn't just another boxing beef. This is Floyd Mayweather going for the jugular, accusing Canelo of juicing his way to greatness. And for Canelo, who spent years building himself as the face of boxing, this kind of scandal could be career-defining.
Understand that they want to be careful. I understand that they wanted to bring attention because they don't want to find themselves in a situation where all of a sudden Canelo Alvarez is empowered because he's performance enhanced, because this is boxing that we're talking about here. You could get yourself hurt in that ring.
Let's break it down. Floyd's always been calculated. He doesn't just talk, he plots. He knows the power of timing, and he knows how to create headlines that overshadow everything else in the sport. That's exactly what happened when Floyd went on live television and dropped the bomb. Canelo Alvarez has been using performance-enhancing drugs.
Canelo, and the list goes on and on about athletes that's been cheating.
Been accused of cheating or been proven?
No, been proven too.
This been proven.
Yeah. Oh, with Canelo. Oh shit.
This been proven.
Lance Armstrong.
And then Canelo talking about it was the steak that it was the meat that he was eating. So okay, now you eating. I guess you eating steroid cows. Man, these boys kill me.
Now, this isn't the first time the topic has come up. We all remember 2018 when Canelo tested positive for clenbuterol ahead of his scheduled rematch with Gennady GGG Golovkin. That scandal rocked the sport. At the time, Canelo chalked it up to contaminated Mexican beef. The Nevada State Athletic Commission gave him a 6-month suspension, and eventually, the rematch went forward. But to this day, plenty of fans still side-eye those test results.
You got this thing that happened with Canelo. I know you spoke a little bit about it, but do you feel, in your opinion, the fight should be called off, or what they're doing is the right thing, and he's doing the right things to prove that it is a tainted sample?
The truth is that we'll probably never know. You have to make your own decisions and judgments, which is sometimes dangerous. Was he cheating? Was he unlucky? Either way, his reputation is tarnished forever.
Fast forward to now, and Floyd's throwing gasoline on that fire, reminding everybody that the so-called face of boxing already has a PED cloud over his head. So why did Floyd pick this exact moment to go public? Timing is everything in boxing, and let's be real, Canelo's stock isn't what it used to be. He's coming off some shaky performances. He dominated Jermell Charlo, sure, but critics said Charlo looked too small and unmotivated.
Y'all think Canelo hasn't been taking clenbuterol for a long ass time? Y'all think he ain't back on that shit? Or y'all think it was just a mistake? Because I go to Mexico all the time. I'm from Houston, from Texas. I'm in Mexico all the time eating steak. I ain't never got popped.
Against Dimitri Bivol, Canelo got exposed. Bivol controlled him, outboxed him, and showed the world that Canelo struggles against bigger, fresher fighters. Fans have started asking, is Canelo slowing down?
Have the best active resume in the sport, just in terms of names, in terms of wins, accomplishments. The only two blemishes on your record, obviously, Floyd Mayweather and Bivol. I've heard fighters say that they learn more from losses than wins. Which of those fights did you learn from, or which one bothered you the most just out of those two?
Bothered me more like the Bivol fight because, you know, I think I'm not in my 100% in that fight. I should be stop it and take more time. At the end of the day, everything happened for a reason, and I learned my lesson in that way, and that's it.
Floyd knows that a wounded lion is easier to corner. By going after Canelo now, he's attacking him at his most vulnerable moment, stirring up old doubts and planting new ones.
You could take a guy like Canelo, this guy could do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
And let's not ignore the bigger picture. Floyd has his own exhibition empire to promote. Every time his name trends, those pay-per-views go up. What better way to dominate headlines than by accusing boxing's current kingpin of cheating?
It's crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game. I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make $3 million, $4 million, $6 million, $7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million. But I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
This beef isn't random. Floyd and Canelo have unfinished business, even if the ring says otherwise. Back in 2013, they fought in one of the biggest events in boxing history. Canelo was the young lion, undefeated and hyped up as the man who could end Floyd's reign. Floyd was the veteran, already cemented as the best defensive boxer of his generation. What happened? Floyd put on a masterclass. He toyed with Canelo, exposed his lack of experience, and handed him his first professional loss.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
So when Floyd calls him a cheater now, it's not just about steroids. It's about Floyd reasserting dominance, reminding Canelo and the world, you'll never be on my level.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Here's where things get even darker. Floyd isn't the only one pointing fingers. Oscar De La Hoya, the former champ and now head of Golden Boy Promotions, has gone on record saying that Canelo paid people off to keep steroid suspicions under wraps. According to Oscar, other fighters from Canelo's camp were getting caught, but somehow Canelo skated by. Failed tests disappeared. Whispers turned into silence. Millions were allegedly exchanged to make sure boxing's Golden Boy stayed untouchable. De La Hoya even hinted that there was a system in place. Trainers, promoters, maybe even officials, all working to protect the biggest cash cow in the sport. Because let's face it, Canelo is boxing's most bankable superstar. The money he generates doesn't just pay fighters, it fuels networks, casinos, promoters, and advertisers. Even Eddie Hearn doubled down on this. So why does this matter now? Because Canelo isn't just coasting into another fight. He's about to face the pound-for-pound king, Terrence Crawford. This is the fight fans have been dreaming of. Crawford, fresh off dismantling Errol Spence, moving up to take on the face of boxing. It's supposed to be about legacy, about greatness, about who really deserves to be called the best of this era.
You know, I'm going to make all those doubters at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, they all going to cry when they get home. You know, and I meant that. I meant that. You know, everybody's talking about the size and, you know, me being a smaller fighter. But if you look on the stage, I've been sparring these big dudes my whole career. Like, how I'm gonna take a punch? They punch me every time we spar. So, you know, it's okay. You know, once we get in the ring and they see something different, like each and every time, it's gonna be another excuse why, the reason why Terrence won and this and that and that is. But I can assure you, I'm gonna be victorious, and after that, we're gonna have another parade.
But now, the fight is overshadowed. Every press conference, every weigh-in, every stare-down is going to come with one question hanging in the air. Is Canelo clean?
Fucking Canelo, man. I don't know if he's cheating.
What do you mean?
I feel like Canelo juices. But I'm a Triple G fan, so I'm a say that ahead of time. I just like Triple G.
There's a lot of money on the line, and if I could get away with it, I would do it as well.
Some tainted beefs.
I think, well, he definitely got busted once for something, but it could have been from tainted beef. We don't know. But it also could be that, we should probably leave them the fuck alone and let them do whatever they want to do. Do you want to see Manny Pacquiao fight or not? Right? I want to see him juiced up, fighting at 45 years of age, coming in with a full six-pack, lighting people on fire.
And for Crawford, he's not staying quiet. He's already been vocal about Canelo's excuses, about his history of picking certain opponents, about the controversies that always seem to surround him.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. I wanna, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't want to pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're going to say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he gave you a half shove, how is that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing. What I mean? That little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not going to be pushing, we're going to be punching, so it doesn't even matter.
Let's talk about something else, the size difference. Crawford wants to go from 147 to 168 to fight Canelo. That's 3 full weight classes up, and nobody makes that kind of jump easily. But Bud's argument is simple. If I'm clean and I'm willing to test myself, why can't you fight clean too? It's not even just about the weight, it's about the playing field being fair.
Dan Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes. Because he said, if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. Mm-hmm. He said, people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package. It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. And it was good. It was a very good point. It was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically.
He's so used to taking those shots. Whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say, Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Mm-hmm. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled,
just literally shaking it off.
Yeah,
you can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Right.
Canelo has a long history of dominating in weight classes that suit him. He drains fighters down or faces guys who aren't natural at that division. Now someone like Crawford, who's already proved himself pound for pound, steps up, and suddenly there's all this silence?
Of course, you know what I mean? Like I said before, this is the biggest fight in boxing. Terence Crawford versus Canelo, Canelo versus Crawford. It's the biggest fight to be made in boxing, and it's made, and we're gonna make history.
We saw you at 180. Are you comfortable at that weight? Are you walking around that big? Are you comfortable at that?
No, man, I'm 200 pounds, man. What y'all talking about?
Now, let's imagine this fight happens with both fighters walking into the ring clean. What does that fight look like? Bud is a master of timing, angles, and switching stances. He fights like a tactician, but hits like a brawler. He made Spence look lost. He made Porter's father stop the fight. And most importantly, he knows how to control distance and tempo.
The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level. And
I fought everybody.
The last fighters you fought since 2002.
Mention me one. You mention me one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look,
it's gonna be me.
I don't care about anybody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stump a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? Same shit everybody else been saying since I moved to 147. I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass, and he gonna be next.
Canelo? His strength lies in timing, body work, and that explosive counterpower. But if Bud can survive those first few rounds and keep it moving, we're talking about a real chess match. The longer the fight goes, the more it favors Crawford. But, and this is a big but, if Canelo's still juiced up,
What happens when he takes a shot from Canelo? One of those uppercuts from Gia or those.
He could get dropped, or he feels it enough to be like, fuck this, I'm boxing. And goes on the bicycle and turns southpaw for the rest of the night. And I wouldn't blame him either. Fuck it, you're gonna go in there and collect the fucking paycheck at that point.
Right.
You're not gonna go get hurt.
Right.
What good is it to get fucking 20, 30 million if you are fucking hurt physically, end up in the hospital and hurt just physically, life-changing, you don't want that shit.
Do you think Canelo could hurt him? It could be life-changing?
Sure, he's that big, fool. One punch could fucking knock him out bad enough to hurt his eye socket or detached retina. You never fucking know.
Right.
So no one wants that shit.
Crawford said if he beats him, he's in the top 3 GOATs of all time.
Oh, for sure. If Crawford beats Canelo, then for sure. Give him all the fucking props in the world, bro. And he actually does have a chance. It's not like he doesn't have a chance. Don't be too surprised if he fucking pulls it off in the decision.
that's not fair. That's not boxing. That's not legacy. That's a rigged game. Behind the scenes, promoters are scrambling, networks are nervous, and fans, they're divided. Some defend Canelo, saying Floyd is just bitter, still trying to stay relevant. Others believe this is the truth finally breaking through the smoke and mirrors.
Do you think Canelo will ever pop dirty again?
No.
Do you think he's still juicing?
I don't know. I don't know what's in the man's heart. That's God's business. That's Jesus' business. It's not my business.
Meanwhile, whispers keep circulating about fighters in Canelo's camp. Guys who tested positive, guys who got suspended, while Canelo walked away untouched. If Oscar de la Hoya is right, those cover-ups could unravel fast. David Benavidez has been one of the loudest voices calling out Canelo Alvarez for what he believes has been a long-running issue with steroids, and their beef runs deep. For years, Benavidez has accused Canelo of cutting corners, saying that the red flags have always been there, but were conveniently ignored because of Canelo's star power and the money he brings into the sport.
When the greatest Canelo came out, the one that you guys seen that fought Triple G the first time, bro, dude popped dirty for clenbuterol, bro. Why do you think the second fight didn't happen? So, for me, seeing that was the best Canelo I've ever seen. But that was Canelo off of steroids. Everybody else that he fought Amir Khan, he fought Daniel Jacobs, he fought, what the f is his name, Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. These guys are all weak, bro. So for me, that's why I feel like I see Canelo Alvarez and I see like, he's not as good as everybody thinks. Because the best one that fought Golovkin that first time was off clenbuterol. That was the best Canelo I've ever seen, and that's why he looked so good, because he was off clenbuterol. So what the Canelo, he even got suspended for like 7 months.
So it's guaranteed he was
guaranteed took it. He said that he ate meat that was tainted in Mexico.
Now, let me ask you that question.
I've talked to people. They said for him to test positive off a piece of meat, he would have had to eat the whole.
On top of that, Benavidez has repeatedly called Canelo out for ducking him, claiming Canelo has gone out of his way to avoid a fight with him despite fans begging for it.
If Canelo was 100% confident in himself, I don't know why he wouldn't fight me, especially since, seeing that everybody in his team is on steroids, which means including him, so he never got off
You think
steroids.
he's on steroids?
Of course.
For
How
sure.
does five?
You saw De La Hoya call him out.
How do five people out of your camp get tested positive for steroids?
Right.
You know what I mean? All those fucking dudes in that camp are dirty.
Benavidez has also reminded people that multiple fighters connected to Canelo's camp have already tested positive, arguing that it's impossible for so many cases to just be coincidences.
If my team has 7 fighters come out positive for steroids, we'd be shut down. The whole gym, nobody'd be able to work with us. So now, why is he getting special treatment? Because he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars? I mean, it sucks that it has to come to this point where people are cheating in your face, and then nobody says shit. It's always, that wasn't we were not involved with them. Like, bro, what the fuck? At the end of the day, you have 7 people that come up positive steroids, man. What's going on? What are we doing? They need to investigate them and get a big penalty, bro. Something, like, what the fuck? Like, wait, 7 people come out positive for steroids and nobody's saying shit?
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.